The power of his dream brings you here. His man, Sean Carlard.
For today, this is what we're going to learn about integrity. Integrity means living the truth myself before leading others. Sometimes what happens in our world is when we can't get it right, we try and force everybody else to get it right. And when they get it right, we feel better because at least there's somebody around that's getting it right. It doesn't work when it comes to integrity, and it certainly doesn't work when it comes to servant leadership. Is integrity doing what you say to yourself first? This is a very, very powerful one. Have you kept up with doing what you said to yourself? Have you ever had conversations to yourself? See, the amazing thing is what tends to happen in our world, and I used to do this, is I have a high standard of expectations for me. So I'll give you a lot of grace, I'll give you a lot of mercy, because that's a requirement and because that's what I do. But when it comes to me, it's a whole different story. I hold myself accountable to stuff that I'm not in control of anyway. And I say things to myself and I make promises to myself and I don't deliver. Now, this has a knock-on effect. What I taught you in interpersonal skills is I taught you that the way we see ourselves is the way we're going to treat others. All right? The way we see ourselves is the way we're going to treat others. Now, here's the crazy thing. I ask you, and I did ask you, and then I'm asking you again, do you trust people automatically? Do you? Do you? Well, if you say, no, I don't, remember what I just said. The way we see ourselves is the way we treat others. So if you don't treat others with trust, it means there's a massive possibility you don't trust yourself. And trust is lost through bad integrity or through no integrity, because it's the basic form of trust. If you want to get anybody to start trusting you, it is doing what you say for the small things. How many times has my wife asked me for a cup of tea and I say, sure, I'll get it for you now. I'm busy with it. Then I go and I check my phone. I'll go for a walk outside. I'll have a conversation with somebody else and I forget. That's basic. I mean, come on, Sean. No, that's where your training has to start, on the very, very little things. I'm going to go to bed at 7 o'clock and you don't. Just 5 more minutes and you don't. I'll do that for you now and you don't. I am going to go and rest for an hour, and you don't. You cannot even expect anybody. Well, that's actually incorrect. As you expect integrity from everyone around you, you should be modeling by example as the servant leader in your own life, because what it does is it gives you courage and confidence in yourself. If you have courage and confidence in yourself, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to treat everybody else with courage and confidence. If you don't have a good integrity, you don't trust what comes out of your mouth, so you're not going to trust what comes out of other people's lives and out of their mouths. So all of a sudden you are battling with this in your life and you put it on other people's shoulders. And sometimes we can't fix ourselves, so we feel better about ourselves if we can fix somebody else. So integrity means you have to live the truth yourself before leading others, and start with the small things that I've just mentioned. Capiche? You got that? I hope it makes sense.
The power of his dream brings you here. His man, Sean Carlard.